Alright, today I'm going to be talking about Peril, which is the third installment in the Dresden files, if you don't know. If you haven't read the first two, I would recommend checking out my two reviews on those. I posted months ago now, but definitely go check those out if you haven't already. And right now, I'm currently reading Malazan, so when I'm not reading Malazan, I want my books to check three boxes. Is it quick, easy, and fun? And this definitely does that for me. So in that sense, if you're looking for something lighter, not that it's not lighthearted by any means, the plot isn't anyways, but if you're just looking for something light that you can read in a few days, maybe a weekend, and you're gonna have fun with, it's gonna be enthralling, it's gonna keep you engaged, I would definitely recommend. And it's gonna, at least for me, when I finish this, I'm still excited to keep reading the series. I wanna pick up the next book. So in that sense, it's definitely a big success overall. It's not without fault, but I'll get into that a little bit later. And the main reason why Storefront is similar to this in quality, I would say. But what pushes this ahead is one, since it's the third installment, we have the luxury of the characters have a little bit more depth. You're a little bit more connected to them. The stakes are a little bit higher because you are more attached to the characters. And then not only that, one of the most fun things in this book is you meet the character Michael, who I can definitely see playing a big part in the series to come. I don't know for sure, but I can only imagine. But he's a really fun character. Basically, at his core, he's he's the hand of God almost, I think he's described at one point. But he's like a knight of God. He carries this huge sword that's powered through, magically powered through his faith. Just a really, really cool character, which is made even more fun by the fact that it's urban fantasy and it's modern, and you have this guy carrying around like a 6-foot longsword in a duffel bag with him. So he's really fun. He's a cool character. I think Jim Butcher did a great job with him, introducing you to him. So in that sense, just a really strong point of the book. Michael is great and he's fun. My main criticisms were just a few, similar to Full Moon, there's just a few areas, a few scenes almost in the book that kind of took me out of the story because, for me anyways, it wasn't believable, the reactions. You have one, and I'll keep it spoiler free like I mentioned, but you have one interaction with Michael and Harry, and Harry didn't wrong Michael, but Michael was justified in feeling hurt to his core, and Jim Butcher explores that a little bit. You start to see their relationship kind of be damaged or wounded, and in the next page it seemed like they were made up and going on to the next adventure. So I didn't love that. Another instance of that, and there's really only two, the incident between Harry and Michael, and then this one where I'll keep it spoiler free, but Harry's powers levels aren't at maximum capacity, let's just say that. And in the next scene, once again, the next page, it felt like, not literally, but it felt that way. He was doing something that was displaying his power that you have not seen yet to this point in the series so far. So it was like, wait, I thought he's supposed to kind of be hurt and down and not at maximum capacity, and then he's like, okay, now he's doing this crazy thing that's blowing my mind that he can do this. But then 5 pages later, again, they're talking about how he's not at full power because he's wounded or whatever. So that really took me out of the story. But those are forgivable for me. Like I said, the book's not without its flaws, but they're forgivable, and at its core, when it's easier to forgive things like that when the book is a bit lighter, a bit easier of a read. So in that sense, I'm not too fussed about it. His prose are fine. For me, prose aren't something that I need excellent prose in what I'm reading. It's just an added bonus to me. As long as, they aren't so bad that I'm noticing them, I could really care less. So yeah, overall, I'll keep it short because it's now my third Dresden review, and so far it's still following that archetype of just at its core, it's a mystery novel. You have this this mystery. Harry and company are trying to figure out what's going on, and then once they start to figure it out, they're trying to, you know, beat it, solve it, whatever. So it's nothing like earth-shattering yet, but for me, it's still good. It's still fun. Well worth the read. I'm excited, as I mentioned, to continue reading the series. I know from other reviews I've watched that the world just continues to expand and to get better. So in that sense, I'm really looking forward to keep reading. But overall, if you've already read Stormfront or Full Moon, I definitely recommend continuing, because this book is only better than those two. And if you haven't read those two yet, I would recommend picking up Dresden. You know, they're lighter books, they're fun books, well worth your time in my opinion. But that's all for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to click the like button and subscribe. It would mean a world to me. Thanks.